Hello and welcome. I'm going to try something here, and I don't know how it's going to work out, but either way, I'm going to finish the route completely because I've never done it on the Xbox version of the game for Train Sim World 2, and it is the Xbox One X that I am playing on, and I understand there's several videos on this particular scenario in a timetable already, but I've done this for a specific reason to show how the scenario or this one particular scenario has changed and what was changed with the different updates. Don't know what's going to happen, how it's going to turn out, but nothing to do but to get into it. And this is Edge Hill Coach Shunting. Same thing as Train Sim World 3. Starts at 06:34 in the morning with the LMS Jubilee. Okay, let's get this show on the road here. Let's get the, okay. It was weird. I don't know why I went all the way over there, but let me get me lights on. Gotta put me lights on. Oh, white, not red. Front is headlights is white. Okay. Put the back of lights on. Okay. No, I never looked up why there's 4 light places as to why you would have that many places to put a light and what the reasoning is for. Never looked that up. Still got to do that. Okay, so this has got to go into reverse. Oh, they're still going to let me do this? Yes? Yeah, they're going to let me do it. Yeah. Okay, a little bit of Nacho power. Open that up. What about we got close the cylinder. There we go. Okay. Brakes off. There we go. Out of here. You're gonna let me go out? There we go. No, not gonna let me go out? Come on. There we go. Okay. Oof. See, this is what I like about this. Because I gotta get the hang of this classic controller layout. But this is your SPAD point right here. You pass that, you spat out. It's a bad SPAD point. And in TSW2, be it the Xbox version, which this one is, and the PC version, that's where it is. I believe it is on the PC version. I'm going to check it out because they made a lot of changes to this route, and I don't think it was necessary, but I'll go over that when I get to those particular locations. But anyway, because I neglected to stop that from happening by pressing Y, which I need to put this in forward gear now, okay? When you're in engineer mode, you got the bumpers and the triggers for your throttle and your brake. But when you're in camera mode, you got up and down, and go up and go down, go up and go down. Okay, sorry about that. ADD moment. Old man moment. Old guy moment. Okay, let me check my map here. 2D map. Oh, we got to change that one. So we don't go back the way we came. And, yep, that's good, that's good, that's good. Yep. Okay, now, release the brakes. Oh, no. And I'm going to try to do the majority. I'm going to do my best not to use the HUD at all. There's not a lot here other than maneuvering back and forth into your waypoints. But at the same time, you have to be cautious of your speed. Now, Hopefully I could do the same thing I did yesterday. Okay, this one I think I'm going to have to put the speed limit on. Yeah. Ooh. Very, very fast. But I have a feeling it's going to slow down once it... No? Yes? Slow down, slow down, slow down, slow down. Yes? Six miles an hour. Okay. 5. I know I came through here creeping like a church mouse. And A junction interlocked. What? I got through. Okay. So I'm gonna, ooh. Look at that wobble, wiggle, 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 wobble. All right, brakes, brakes, brakes. Okay. What was that? Brakes interlock? Junction interlock? Where was that? Junction interlock. Wonder why that's giving me that option. That's odd. Then again, I never looked at all of this stuff this close up with the free cam. Junction interlock. I'm pressing the A button. But nothing's happening. Okay. So here is my theory. Okay. Being someone who is still learning a lot of this stuff on trains and train sim and real world trains. Okay, this looks like it's meant to keep the train wheels in place while it's going through the junction. Okay, this is like a safety thing to keep the train wheel with, against the, so the flange doesn't move back and forth too much left to right while it's going through this junction point here. Okay, that's my thought. Now, these are AI controlled. This is why I'm kind of baffled as to why I'm getting a prompt for a junction interlocked option. Like I'm supposed to be able to do something with it. But obviously, nothing's happening because I'm trying to. But anyway. Okay, so this is AI controlled. As you can see, the track goes from the elevated to where I just came up the little hill. And on the PC version, you derail. There is no... I haven't tried to do what I just did now at like 1.5, 2 miles an hour. But one thing I did notice here yesterday is this here. This portion of the track here, like I said, looks like it's meant to help keep the train going in the correct direction while it's going through the junction.
But then there's another one right here. And one of them looks like it don't belong here. I don't know which one, because I don't understand how these junctions just look like somebody threw a bowl of spaghetti on a table and said, here, fix it. So I'm trying to understand, considering I can't go to a real railroad and look at the junctions and analyze them and talk to people. Probably get arrested for terrorism. But anyway, something's not right here. Are you supposed to have these two here? You have this one here. It looks like it belongs there with that track where my little dot pointer is. But then you have this one here, which is sandwiched between this and the track. That looks like it doesn't belong there. Or if it does, it should be further down over here, where this looks like it's a problem. Because if you look carefully, and I wish I can get closer, but I can't. Well, that's as close as I can get. That all I can think of what it's called is it's a safety mechanism to keep the train wheel from bouncing too far to the left or to the right. So when it's going through the junctions, it looks like it doesn't belong there because it's clipping into the track switcher mechanism, track switching mechanism. And over here you see again the same thing. It looks like two in the same place. You see the flickering. That's when you have two pieces of material, whatever type of graphic format the game uses, in the same place. It's like when you're trying to join two pieces of floor or two track together and you push them too close together, they kind of overlap and you get that dancing artifacting effect. And it looks like that should not be there, as well as this one. Or if it is, it's in the incorrect place. Because it looks like the track alignment piece, the track that actually bends, is embedded in this track flange positioning safety bar. See, this looks normal. This looks like it's done right. It looks normal. But when you come on this side, well, that's another switch. As you come down the track, you're seeing two. One on top of the other. So it looks like one was put down and another one, it was duplicated. It's what it looks like. Now, I doubt this was done on purpose. And if it was, that'd be, kind of like an employee that was unhappy and let go. Or just somebody being, ha. But if you look carefully, you got multiple pieces of railroad track over here. And that dancing artifacting is because you have multiple track, the graphics that makes up the image that makes up the track is basically one on top of the other. And the game is trying to render both, but it's not properly rendering either one or the other. So it's giving you that flickering dancing effect, that artifacting effect. And that could be the reason why on this side here, where the train, where the trains switch from going down or coming up, or going up or coming across the elevated track over there, and you got this here, which is also something that looks like it's duplicated, and one is embedded in the other where it shouldn't be. One should be here and one should not be. And it looks like it's this one here that should not be here, because it's actually even, or maybe it's supposed to be, and that one's not supposed to be there. I don't know. I don't know how these switches are made up properly. And considering the complexity of this game is something that this is kind of like, this is like doing trigonometry and going in my mind, okay? Because I would go out, I don't know if I could. This is a lot of work. This is a lot to take in, a lot to understand, and learn. But see over here, everything looks normal. No artifacting, no dancing of graphics or anything like that. Okay? And you have the same thing over here. Okay, granted, this is, well, yeah, it's two tracks crisscrossing each other. So it's a junction. But over here, you have the artifacting, the two graphics, doing a little dance. But yet over here, you don't. Okay, granted, there's no switch over here. Okay, because you're switched down there. And you're switched up here. And up to here, everything, no artifacting, no graphic, dancey, wiggly, whatever you want to call it. But as soon as you get here, this is where your problem is. Right here. This is the problem of the derailment. At this point, in the one video that I'll have linked in the corner, top right corner by the AP, where the engine shed junction, okay, where both Train Sim World 2 and 3 derail right here, and the train ends up smashing into the side of the building here. And that's exactly where you have the problem. Now, mind you, this is... Okay, let me turn off the HUD. Okay. You could see that there's something not right here. It's like a piece of track is there, but it wasn't completed on the right side and the left side. I'll probably put some... I'm going to have to get my daughter to help me because she's better at this than I am. To point this out with some kind of graphics, still images stuck into the video. And I know I'm wasting a lot of time here, but But this also brings me to another point that I want to see what happens. But I think this is this. If you correct this here, if this is corrected here and here, I think this would fix the problem with the derailment coming up the hill here, rather than bypassing and avoiding it. And this here. Okay, this is in both Train Sim World 2 and Train Sim World 3. It's in both. So I understand Train Sim World 2 is not getting updates. But this is a track that turns into like extruded candy. I mean, it literally, I mean, that's about as thick as a piece of paper by the time it gets through the track over here. I mean, you get to a certain point looking down, it looks like somebody drew a pencil line. That's how thin it gets, it thins out. And if you look from this angle, it looks like there's a section of track just completely gone, not there. It's like, hasta la vista, baby. We're taking the track away. You don't go over here. So that's what it looks like. So what happened here? I don't know. I mean, maybe you could use a little bit of TLC and Blender. Maybe even GIMP. I don't know. I don't know. I've never seen. This is like when you try to extend something in a graphics editor, a 3D graphics editor, and things just don't work out right. Now, the other thing, which in this particular route, oh, wait a minute. The other thing that and I know I mentioned this in another video, up not down. Okay, this is again in Train Sim World 3 and 2. Now, at first I thought like maybe it's a pallet, like a wooden pallet. You're making it look like it's it fell off something, a train, or for whatever reason it got left here and it slid down the side of the hill. But the weight of these trains, a wooden pallet would probably get destroyed. But this it's not a wooden, I don't know what this is. But it's embedded in the track. And it's not derailing trains because there's several different scenarios and timetable scenarios and just scenarios that do come through here on this actual track, and they don't derail. So what is it? Why is it here? And why is it stuck into the track? And shouldn't that automatically derail the train because of the way it is? I mean, that's what I would think. But that's that. That's those two. That's those three. Well, the two other items with the track, but this here can be fixed, I believe, in Train Sim World 3. Even if they don't want to do it in Train Sim World 2. And I would, like I said, I like the way the route is, the way it was originally set up. I don't know about anybody else, but that's my honest opinion. So I need to go into driver mode. Okay, take the brakes off. Okay. Put it in reverse. Driver mode. Come on, let's go. There we go. If I push it into reverse and not forward, take the brakes off. Feel the power now, and hit the brakes. Okay. Put it in forward. Forward and onward. Okay, the good thing that it actually stopped here, because I wasn't intending to, my intention was not to stop. But you know what? In a way, it's a good thing that it did stop, because here is a junction that has no, and I know I've mentioned this in several other videos that I made, and I know it's a little, really, again, I'm not doing this because I'm a masochist, but the question is, why is this derailing here? There is no switch, be it AI or player controlled. All the switches that are controlled via the AI in the game are all passed. They're all behind the train. But you still have this crossover junction
from the center track to the one on the right. And this crossover is where it's derailing. Now, the way it's set up right now, it's permanently set. Right? Again, there's that, I guess, alignment bar track. I don't know what it's called, but it's permanently set to bring the train over, okay, and go down the right side. But there's no switch there, so I'm trying to see. I don't see any artifacting. The train is unless there's not enough wiggle room for the train's wheel flanges. Because the way this is set up right now, unless this one diverting track, if you want to call it, for the lack of a better word or term that I'm lacking, maybe it's not moving over enough against the main track. And this is opened up, and it looks like it's opened up enough, or maybe there's a part here where it's just a little bit too closed. It's not opened enough, where if you look more towards where the track crosses each other, it's much more opened. And as you get closer to here, it closes up a little bit and then opens up again. Maybe this is the issue here, because I don't see a reason why it would derail here. And I mean, it would be nice if there was a switch here, be it player controlled or AI controlled, where it's I mean, that looks pretty open to me. It doesn't look like it's closed up too much, where it's not opening enough, not opened enough. I don't know. Maybe between the collision geometry of the track and the train wheel, one is bigger than the other. To me, everything looks like it should work, but it doesn't. Unless, I don't know, or maybe because of the way the track is lined up. I mean, it looks like it goes straight, and as you follow the track, you know what, I might end up again with working with my daughter to kind of visually show what I'm seeing. I'm just speculating here and looking at what could be happening, because this was bypassed. I don't know if anything was worked on this, or maybe they still are working on it. I don't know. But this is another section of the scenario that was bypassed and made shorter. Okay. Once we get to those signal lights over here, yep, we're past the point of derailment possibility. And this is now stopping on its own, and it's rolling backwards. We don't want to do that. We don't want to do that. No, 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 no. I know it doesn't look like it, but it is going uphill. And that, I don't know, to me that little graphic that shows the nose of the train pointing upwards, this just doesn't look like it's going uphill. But once you get past this little short brick wall, get to a certain point, it's downhill. Oh, there it goes, rolling backwards again. Okay. Let me release the brakes completely. Okay. All right. That's the only reason why I put the HUD on there. And look at those headlights. You could clearly see that they are on. Lower it down a little bit. Okay. Delayed reaction bleep beep. There we go. Put it in reverse. And disconnect here. Put it in forward, bleep beep. Just barely see it. There it goes. You just barely see it puffing, steaming away. Bleep bleep. Okay. Put that in reverse. There we go. And we put this back to Buckeye. Give it a couple more nachos on the regulator lever. There we go. It's chuffing away. Bleep, bleep. Okay. Oh, yep. You gotta go back down and grab those two. So, put this in forward. There we go. Okay. Looking good. Bleep, bleep. Put it in revoice. There it is. Delayed reaction, but it's there. Okay. There it is, chuffing away. Probably spinning its tires, so to speak. Lower the nacho regulator. There we go. It's moving slowly. I'll wait till it stops. Beep, beep. So we gotta switch that one back. Move it forward. Come on. Gravity will help you. Hit the brakes. Yeah, that's Buckeye. Okay. Then we put it in revoice. Hopefully we don't have to give it too many more nachos on the power. Might have to lower it. Ooh, there you go, it's spinning its wheels. Trying to burn rubber. There we go. We had to lower the nachos on the regulator lever. There we go. Now we can bring it up a little bit. Chuff, 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 chuff. There we go. Okay. That would be this one here. We can close or move back. Beep beep. And did we get it right? Yeah, we did. You got it right. Look at that. All right. We also got to change this. Change that. Oh, come on. There we go. Okay. So switch that over to there. And we got one that goes to that one. And oh, easy there, boy. Yeah, I didn't reduce the power. Bring it down a couple of nachos. You can just barely see the steam puffing up into the relief valve, up into the air. There she goes. Not going to give it too much more power because gravity's a great force over here, as I keep saying multiple times. Ooh, brakes. I remember, gotta give those brake pipes to the coach cars a chance to equalize. There we go. Bleep bleep. There's the bleep bleep. We disconnect. Put it in reverse. Bleep bleep. There we go. Chuff, 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 chuff. Lower down the nachos. And the regulator lever. We're just itching to go. Let me loose. I want to go. Okay, so. Believe it's that one there. Yeah, okay. Release the brakes. Release the hounds. Ooh. A little bit late. Ooh, but it registered. Okay. Yep, we have that set up right. Oh, we gotta switch this one here. Switch that one there. Yeah, the others are okay. Yeah, I know I move a little bit slower on these, but that's only because these derail much easier than the other locomotives from other scenarios and routes and other types of trains. No, we don't want the light. There we go. Got the bleep beep. Put it in forward gear. Let's check the map again, the 2D map. Make sure all our junctions and switches are set properly. That's really annoying with that switch lever pop up there. Covers up everything. It looks like everything's set right. Okay. The one thing I do want to, what I was trying to look at before, is the locomotive that backs into this consist. Where is it coming from? That's what I'd like to know. And it's not there now. So, gotta give the vacuum to pressurize and release the brakes on all the coach cars rather. There we go. Now, didn't give it any more nacho power there on the regulator lever. I gotta bring this up. I knew it. I was speeding, and I gotta get it down. I have a feeling I've got a little bit too much. There's a lot of rocking and rolling going on there. So I'll bring this up to 6. Yeah. Ah, come on, don't stop on me now. There we go. I don't get it. Why the fire feeder man, woman just either never shows up or disappears? Okay, so what do we add here? 6. Yeah, we gotta... Well, I already finished this route once before. I needed to do it again and hopefully get it done differently so it could be easy, much so it could be sliced and diced a little bit easier to compress it for time, for the sake of time. Let me see real quick here. Green, red, green, 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 all the way through. No locomotive there. There isn't one over here. Give it a little bit more brake. Want to keep it under 15 miles an hour. But yep. Well, didn't mean to bring that up, but here we go. Whoa, whoa, too much brake, too much brake. Alright, it'll pick up again. Where is that locomotive coming from? That's the... Here it comes. Here it comes. See, I knew it. Now, I'd like to know is where is this thing coming from? Well, there's a big yard over here. So I don't know where that locomotive is coming from. But okay, I need to get on the outside here. Front camera. Stop. I don't know where I am right now. Oof. Okay. Okay, let's just do it this way. I need to do this for a reason, but now there is that locomotive. That's the one that's going to back into this consist that I'm pulling in right now. And I don't know if that's done by time or because I am now officially an hour into the route. an hour and 10 minutes roughly. And that train can't go. That locomotive can't go anywhere either because I'm blocking everything. Anyway, I don't know if this is done by time or I'm passing through what would be I don't know about a bounding box, but it would be, we the player don't see it, but it would be, again, this is Unreal Engine, so I don't exactly know how it's configured and how you would do it, but it would be a box that you would draw and you would assign a script, sort of, that would be initially disabled. So that locomotive would be initially disabled somewhere, and then when you, the player, in the train that you're in, there has to be some kind of a script assigned to it. When you go through that, you pass through that initially disabled box, okay, then it would activate that locomotive from wherever it's coming from, where it's initially inactive or disabled. You go through that box, and once you hit that box and go through it, it activates that locomotive to come back in and hook up to your consist of coaches here. Now on the TSW3 version, what I've noticed was that locomotive was already there where it would back into your consist of coaches. And you were unable to get through to your waypoint that you see up ahead. You couldn't get to that waypoint because that train was already in your way. Now, for those who have been at this game much longer than I, or have been at the train sim game world longer than I, would more than likely understand all of this, what I'm saying, and they would know all of this. So that could have been one of the things that were patched on SOS on this particular route, not counting the where is it? Oh, here. Not counting the turntable derailment that I have recorded quite some time ago for the Xbox version. But I don't know if this was one of the problems, because I don't remember doing this route. Actually, no, I didn't. Because the first time I did this particular timetable scenario route on Train Sim 2 was last night. And last night being May 25th of 2023. So it was the first time I actually did this scenario. And seeing that Train Sim World 2 is not getting all the updates and patches that Train Sim World 3 is getting, because they're transitioning everything over, is what gives me the opportunity to do this route like this and go over everything that I did show. Now, I understand. Well, you know what? I need to move this in place
So that train can, that locomotive, and I'm going to leave, oh no, I'm going to turn the HUD off because I need to see something. I have screenshots, but for some reason I may not have recorded it. Let's slow it down just a little bit more. Okay. And yep, there it is. It's happening. If you watch, okay, if you watch the left side of the train, there it goes. I hit the brakes. Let me take a quick look. Yeah, I can't go back. Yeah. Okay. I got a little bit more time before I hit the waypoint and end the scenario. Okay, this has got 0 on a Nacho power lever. This is just plain old gravity moving the train right now. And what I'm looking at here is the wheels. And if you watch them, now I don't know if this is intentional or if this is unintentional. All I'm doing is applying the brakes and taking the brakes off. I'm just looking at the wheels, how they are riding up and onto the track rail. And then back down again. Now, I don't know if that's intentional or not. See, there it goes up. It's right on top of the track. And then it comes back down again. Take the brakes off. Like I said, right now, all I'm watching for and recording this is the wheels, to see how the wheels are interacting with the rail. And I'm trying not to give it any more nacho power on the regulator lever, because that's going to move it too quickly. And I'm adjusting the reverser and using the brakes without any power from the regulator, and watching how the I don't understand why it keeps doing that. And watching how the wheels, especially the ones on the passenger side of the train, which would be left as you're looking at it now, the flange is actually riding up onto the rail, onto the top of the rail, and then riding back down again. Almost like there was a ripple of in the track, riding up onto that's doing it all by itself. I'm not doing that. There it goes. There's the flange on top of the rail, and back down again. I don't know why. I don't know. Like I said, this could very well be intentionally made this way. I don't know. Oh, I can move forward. Oh, I can't believe it registered there. Well, there's my encephalograph, EKG graph. Wow. Anyway, I guess I got enough of it. Oh, look at that. I'm level 13. My little character is level 13. The train is level 8. And the Jubilee, or the Spirit of Steam, Liverpool crew is level 8. And the train is, and the Jubilee is level 8. Wow. And it took an hour and 25 minutes. Really? This is supposed to be a 26-minute scenario? And the way it's been updated, it's going to bring it down to 22 minutes? There's a lot to do here, even the way it currently is in TSW3 with the update after May 9th and the DLC release of Peak Forest Railway. I don't see how, because you have to move several cars around, and if you move too fast, you can derail. So you have to move slower. And if you're not concerned about the score that you get to get the gold star, then by all means, I'm sure you could get this done in 22 minutes. But if you're trying to do it by, by the book, so to speak, then I don't see how this can be done in 22 minutes. I guess it's worth a try to see if it can be done. And I did nothing out of the ordinary. I didn't go looking for other activities that, you would be given, like missing posters or maps, or with the local steam, the fire buckets and the brazing stations. So I don't know. Okay, I guess you could take 20 minutes, 25 minutes off of that, of me going over the areas that I saw an issue with, between the beginning of the scenario, the second part where you, just before you start to do the shunting, and now at the end, looking at the way the wheels are riding up onto the rail. I would say that's 25 minutes. I'll even be generous and say 30 minutes. But that's still more than 22 minutes. Anyway, I appreciate you being here. Thanks for stopping by. Köszönöm, hogy itt voltatok. Gyertek vissza akármikor. And leave your comments. Share your thoughts. Constructive criticism is always welcome. You know, if I've done something good or bad, let me know. And if you found any of this useful, informative, helpful, or just think that I'm doing a decent job, you know, I'm doing good, smash that thumbs up likes button. And if not, you know what to do. Subscribe, share. At least you'll get to know, if you ring the bell, you'll get to know when I upload other stuff. It's been a while, but I've been working on this and other stuff. Anyway, I'm just babbling here. With all that said and done, gyertek vissza akármikor, légy szíves, és köszönöm megint. Y'all come back now, yeah. Bye-bye for now.